Okay.
So they were just waiting to be picked by somebody else.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his pads, the ultralight ones, were nicked when he was in a coaching camp in Pune. And so he couldn't use any other pad. And that's precisely why, those pads were meant to go to him from one genius to another. And Mr. Rege, of course, was very much part of that
coincidental, how wonderful.
Yeah, and it so happened that Milind and I were part of CCI in those days, running the cricket. And in that time, we always, every year, used to look at getting fresh talent in as playing members.
Yeah.
And Sachin's name was right on top there. And CCI sort of, Mr. Madhav Apte was the president, broke, sort of changed the rules.
Yeah.
And got a 14-year-old into a club where an 18-year-old, if you're not 18, you can't enter the clubhouse.
This is which year? 97?
87.
87,
yeah.
And I think 88, when he was 15, he scored that unbeaten century. When he was playing against Gujarat at the Wankhede Stadium.
Yes.
You spotted his talent. You saw him going up there?
That, if I may
You remember that?
That was interesting because I was a part of that selection committee.
Yeah.
And I suggested his name to the panel. Naren Tamane, Ramakant Desai were the two giants of Mumbai's cricket. They were there. And they didn't accept it.
They did not?
They did not accept it because Sunil Gavaskar at 17 had failed on his debut when he played for Mumbai. And in those days when you played for Mumbai and you got out without scoring,
this is 87.
87, you weren't looked at again for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Such was the competition.
But hadn't Sachin, along with Kambli, scored that 664 unbeaten partnership? That was when he was 14, I thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was
so hadn't he proved himself?
No, but what was felt is that he's not ready. The Mumbai team was very strong in those days.
Yeah,
he wasn't ready to still come in the top. But, wiser counsels prevailed. And what happened, and I must appreciate what my colleagues did, is that they said that let's not take the case of Sunil, but let's allow Sachin to fail 4 times. The important word here is to allow him to fail 4 times. If he fails 4 times, we have been fair to him.
But
that's a brilliant story.
Mr. Acharya used to carry him, make him play 3 different games in one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
He used to make him bat in 3 different games.
Yeah. It's tremendous, but this whole debate of how young is too young. I mean, when he went and became was he the first youngest or the second youngest centurion? When he was 17-year-old, second youngest centurion, and I think that's fantastic because when he became the second youngest centurion, that proved that all the faith all of you had invested in him, he proved you right. He was 17 years at that time.
But Arnab, let me come in here.
Yeah.
When I say that, look. All of us were just there.
Yeah.
All the coaches, all the people who watched it were just there by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, the talent was so prodigious that you could not stop him from doing what he did.
Yeah.
So if he came to my net, I was lucky. If he came to my club, I was lucky.
Yeah.
If he had gone to some other club, it's not that the club or the coach or anybody would have done what he is.
Yeah.
Acharya did different things with him. He taught him how to play cricket.
Yeah.
Acharya didn't stop his natural talent. And that's the greatness of Acharya.
Yeah.
But the fact remains that such was his talent that you couldn't
one thing is surely established that he's a super genius because a kid from the age of 8 decides to do something and continues to do it till today.
Yeah.
Those are serious legends like Einstein's and people who made up their mind to do one thing their whole life.
At which point in his career, Mihirda, let me ask you this, at which point in his career do you think he truly crossed that threshold into being into greatness? Everyone has their, that moment when they feel Sachin became the great or the greatest after that. And some people feel it was when Don Bradman, for me, that moment when he met Don Bradman face to face. 2 years later, I think it was when he actually overtook Don Bradman's record of 29 centuries. For me, that was the moment when, he was entering that club, very super exclusive club of greatness. But I'd like to bounce that off Mihirda.
Well, I think I saw his first Test century at Old Trafford, where he helped India draw a match that they looked like losing. I personally think the moment where Sachin showed, not so much on the cricket field, but what he showed was his ability beyond the cricket field when he became the first non-white to play for Yorkshire. Now, that was a major thing. Here was Yorkshire, who had never played anybody from outside Yorkshire. Here was Sachin Tendulkar coming from India. And let me tell you that first press conference, he came to the Oval and he referred to Gavaskar as Mr. Gavaskar. And the English journalists were very surprised. You know, they were used to people calling Botham beefy and so on and so forth, you know, this sort of matiness. And the way Sachin came over, he was part of what, for me, I am the midnight generation. So is Milind. You know, in fact, it's very interesting.
Is he? Milind doesn't think so.
Anyway. Arnab, you've done a record. Two of us are both from. Both of us are from St. Xavier's, and of course Sachin hammered St. Xavier's in that innings and made the boys cry.
I wasn't bowling to him.
That old school who got hammered by Sachin. But the point is. But the point is, he was part of that. He's part of that generation who didn't have colonial hangovers, who believed that the Indians could win. His first memory was of India winning the World Cup, and you know that. You know, to me, he represents the completely new Indian generation. And what he did when he came to Yorkshire, he showed we are not. Remember at Headingley, we were 0-for-4 against Fred Truman in 1952. Remember that. To me, it's still a very painful memory. You know, I read about it a lot, and yet. Here was Sachin, the Indian hero, making a major pathway.
No, I agree with you. You're talking. Let's Sohail wanted to come in, and let's get Sohail back on this. You know, this is what, you know. This is so interesting.
You know, Arnab,
this what I was talking about was 2002, Donald Bradman, 2001, 2000. Mihirda actually took us back 8 years to 1992, and therefore what Mihirda is saying is very significant, Sohail. He's saying that the 19-year-old Sachin, in April 1992, by being the first person from outside to be signed up by Yorkshire, was already breaking those boundaries. That's fantastic. That's beautiful. Yes, Sohail. Sohail wanted to come in. Yes, Sohail.
You know, but Arnab, there's an interesting point that was touched upon earlier by Shailendra, I think, when he talked about Sachin as a brand. Very, very few brands have cross-generational appeal. Look at the passion with which a Milind or Mihirda are talking about Sachin.
Exactly.
Look at the passion with which Sachin is discussed amongst the youth. Today, a person who's 24 would have just been born when Sachin started out as a cricketer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. For brands to have cross-generational appeal, to have cross-generational relevance and cross-generational respect is tremendous. It's unheard of. I mean, you don't use your father's toothpaste. You certainly don't use your father's car.
Well said.
But here's Sachin Tendulkar, who has spanned like this gigantic eagle across generations, remained relevant. The core values of the brand haven't changed: decency, dignity, and distinction. And he's still someone who every Indian, no matter whether he's a grandfather or a child, looks up to with nothing but admiration. Yeah. That, to my mind, is the telling quality of Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, and will remain so forever.
I just like to add one small thing to this, that I think it's also a measure of a person's ability to go through adversity and back. I'd like to get you back on that. 2006. I remember 2000. By the way, let me tell you this. Let me confess this today. I told this to Sachin after interviewing Sachin and talking to him for 35 minutes, which does not make me very popular, by the way. I told him that, Sachin, you must know this. Before and after the interview, I said, I am just your greatest fan. And this is most difficult for me to ask you the question which unfortunately needs to be asked, but doesn't take away from all that you have achieved. And you know why I like Sachin so much? Because of 2006. He went through the knife, and I remember when he struggled for one run in 33 minutes against England in Mumbai, he was booed off the ground by his home crowd. Let's talk about the difficult moments. He went under the knife, but he made a stunning comeback also in 2006. So I think 33-year-old Sachin, who was going through all of that and came back, I think that adds to the man's greatness. Can I just go to Arjuna Ranatunga? I know I have a bad Skype connection with him, but we're all talking about what makes Sachin so special. Is there any special moment that you have, Mr. Ranatunga?
I think he's a person who gave 100% every time he walked into a cricket field, whether it's a club game or a country game or county game, whatever he plays, he gives 100%. And not only that, I always admire him for the respect he made for the senior cricketers. I think it's a really good eye-opener for some of the young cricketers today.
Yeah.
And coming back to the retirement part, only unfortunate thing I saw in the last couple of years when Sachin started, only issue I see is Sachin Tendulkar was a star. But when he fails, the India doesn't compare him with the other colleagues. They try to compare with great Sachin rather than the Sachin who struggles getting runs. I think that's an unfairness he went through maybe a couple of months. But I personally feel that Test cricket needs people like Sachin. I think we all know that Test cricket is dying. I think people like Sachin should have been gone forever. I know that it's not the right comment to make, but people like Sachin, they are the ones who can protect this very important game for all of us.
Yeah. But on a slightly more positive note, it can also be said that he is going away at a time when there is, when there's a younger lot coming up. There is Kohli, there is, you can talk about Shikhar Dhawan, there's Cheteshwar Pujara. So, Indian cricket, in a way, at a time when Sachin is going away, we all know this Indian cricket is slowly moving into good hands, and I think that's also something that Sachin will take away from, his own difficult decision today.
Earlier you talked about greatness with Mihir.
Yeah.
Now, greatness is a term very loose.
Sohail's saying something there. Yeah, Sohail, one sec. Sorry to interrupt you there. Yes, Sohail.
I'm saying, look at the paradox. Here is a man who delivered, who gave value, who inspired millions walking away, and yesterday you interviewed a man who doesn't want to leave. That's the irony. The two sides of the coin called cricket in India.
Yep. Well, well said.
We're not going to go there, though.
Sohail also always gets it spot on. Yes, what were you saying?
Earlier on, you were discussing with Mihir about greatness.
Yeah.
Now, greatness is a term very loosely used in our country. What is greatness? And Sachin started moving towards that road of greatness in Perth, when he played the quickest bowlers on the fastest of track. And that was the time you realized that, yes, here is a great man coming into, the limelight. And that's why I feel that people like Sachin, they don't come just like
yes,
me.
Hemant.
I have a personal anecdote vis-a-vis Sachin and greatness. This was the year was 1990, and he did an advertisement for a family friend of mine, a relative actually, free, because I asked him to do it. And while we were coming back from the shoot, there were a couple of people, were saying, "Oh, you're so great, etc., etc." And then I asked him in the car, I said, "Sachin, what's this? How do you react to the fact?" You were 17 years old, by the way. How do you react to the fact that people are calling you great? He said, greatness, what Sachin said comes after a while of consistent performance.
Yep.
After many, many years.
Yep.
And then he also said that who is a great to me? Sir Garfield Sobers is great. Sir Vivian Richards is great.
Yep.
Sunil Gavaskar is great.
Yep.
The greatness comes then, It just doesn't come because you're a brilliant player or you can just whack the ball all across the park.
Yeah, but he always
and
underplayed.
This comes from a 17-year-old,
he's
lad.
just a 17-year-old Sachin, and then there's 37-year-old Sachin 20 years later who gets his first ICC award. I think it's the Sir Garfield Sobers trophy. And even then, from what one has seen of him, he's always underplayed himself. He underplays himself, which is what makes him great.